Yeah, sure.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is KLA Cloud the Wanderer. I have a special guest. Her name is Shikha Sharma. If
Yeah,
I'm saying,
that's correct. Yeah,
how are you doing?
very well. Thank you. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. Um, this is very interesting because you're like the first guest that's an Indian bodybuilder, and it felt like a little accomplishment. So I was trying to get like other Indian bodybuilders because I don't really see too many
Yeah,
Indian female bodybuilders
yes.
like that, and you was like the first to respond. so,
All right. Yeah,
so
actually, there is. It's still a cliche kind of a thing in India. Of course, there are Indian athletes, many Indian athletes, but the combination of being an athlete, an IFBB pro, a fitness coach, this combination in Indian females, it's very very rare.
yeah, because it seemed like to me like you guys are overlooked, if I could say that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
still, in India, bodybuilding is considered to be a men's sport, I would say.
right.
So it's still not that popular or not that welcomed for females as such. Still, it's although there are female athletes, of course, when I compete in India, I do meet with a lot of Indian athletes on stage, but still, it's more popular between male athletes, and it's more of a men's sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in bodybuilding? If you could share.
Well, I was into fitness for a very long time, and I used to train myself for wellness, just for wellness before, and then it's in 2014 when I came down to Dubai. I wanted to try something different, and since I loved lifting, I loved weight, and in 2015 I started bodybuilding, and I decided that I want to do something different. I want to go a little ahead. I've been training for my wellness, keeping in shape for a very long time, but now I wanted to do something different. So
Mm,
just out of that curiosity, I started bodybuilding, and it
yeah.
definitely interacted me, and it definitely gave me a lot of mental strength, I would say as well.
Okay. So you're like a fitness. You're like a fitness coach.
Yes, I'm a fitness coach and nutritionist, and I'm a pro athlete.
How long you been doing fitness coaching?
Fitness coaching also, it's been 9 to 10 years now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're a body transformation coach.
Sorry.
You're a body transformation coach. Like
Yes, yes,
I,
yes. And it's just a few years back I have taken this up. I've started doing this like full fledgedly because I've been in corporate for 17 years, good 17 years. I was working in corporate, and I used to do my coaching and coach my few of my clients along with my work, with my corporate full-time job. But then after I turned pro and I enhanced myself in bodybuilding, I thought, this is what I really want to do, and that's when I quit my corporate job completely, and that's when I started doing my coaching like full fledgedly. So now I have my website, and I'm full fledgedly. This is my profession. So
oh
I was literally wanting to make my passion my profession, and this is what I full fledgedly do now.
okay. How many
Yeah.
clients you see now? How
Lot
often?
of them, lot of them.
Oh,
So I since the people, the clients, people who are there locally present in Dubai, I do train them one on one. Plus I have a lot of online clientele from all over the world, and they are for wellness, for weight loss, for weight gain, muscle building, bodybuilding, everything. So that's from everywhere.
okay.
I
And
have been
you
this, as I said before as well, but now I'm I'm completely doing this into it 100%.
Oh, okay. Like, what's your workout routine like?
So
What?
I train six times a week, and
Okay.
around 3.5 hours per day.
What's like a
Yeah,
schedule? What's like a plan that you do for your
that's how I
clients?
train. And I do have a I.
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't get. Yeah, yeah.
Um, what's like your what's the exercise plan you have for your clients?
So, exercise plan for my clients, it depends upon their targets, upon what their target goal is. Because for wellness, it's a different kind of training routine. For bodybuilding, it's very different. For muscle building, it's very different. So, as per the criteria and as per their targets, I always customize plans for my clients. And of course, I have to see if they are first timers, if they are already at advanced level. So definitely it definitely depends upon their target goals and their present condition, and I customize
Oh,
the nutrition plan and the training plan accordingly. So everything similar thing cannot be given to everybody. So that's one thing which over the period of time I have also learned from my coaches, and I myself train under Mr. Neil Hill. He is my prep coach, and of course, I mean the knowledge that he carries, I every day learn a lot from him as well.
okay.
Yeah.
So you won so you're like the first Indian to win IFBB Pro Bodybuilding title.
In my category, yes.
Oh, and that was wellness.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
my
What
category is
was?
women figure, and that's the title I hold, the pro card in my category.
Oh, what was that
Yeah.
feeling like? If you could describe it.
Oh well, I got to hear this question a lot of times right before when I won this. So here's the thing: getting and winning a pro card is mostly the target for a lot of people. Of course, it's not
Right.
easy, and becoming a pro is the destination for a lot of people. That once we get the pro card, of course we can get started. We can start our life from there on. And a lot of coaches who are into bodybuilding and who are into competing, that's their ultimate goal and target. But to be honest,
Yeah.
for me, it was just one level, just one stage that I conquered. So it's just my terminal exams, I would say. I still have finals to give. So my target and my ultimate goal is to win Olympia. Ever since Olympia has started and it's been introduced from Arnold's time, uh, none of the Indian, male or female, none of the Indians ever won Olympia. So that's what my aim is. So getting a pro card is just one level that I've crossed. I still have to compete in a pro show and then get onto the Olympia stage and win Olympia is what my target is. So yeah, it feels normal. It doesn't feel extremely overwhelming for me. I feel that now I've crossed one level. I still have a long way to go, and it's going to be tough, and I still have my final exams. So it's all right. It just feels okay.
Okay. You know, I
Yeah.
that's the reason why I try to reach out because I never it was curiosity. I found like in a Instagram page. It's called Dollywag or something like that, and it had like Indian female bodybuilders and stuff. And that's where I seen you, and I reached out, and because I wanted to know like the difference. Is it a difference like in India, like on the bodybuilding competitions? What's the difference is if there is a difference, like what's the difference between the U.S. and Europe and India in bodybuilding competitions? How many
Uh,
competitions they have?
Well, I would say, well, India, because India has started doing the pro shows from last year. So that's
Yeah.
one very big advancement that they have done. However, they have not started all the categories. So it's very, very limited. Only two or three categories in men, and in females, it's only bikini. So these are the only pro show. When in pro show, these are the only categories that appear. They have not started all the categories, but it's a very, very big advancement. And and then I would say uh, now, like in my last show where I turned pro last year, the level of athletes, because it's an international show, so people come from everywhere. But yeah, so level has definitely increased. It is a good level competition that happens. But I would still say that the difference, if I have to quote, I would say the difference in the prep for Indian athletes, especially in females, I see a big difference in international female athletes and Indian female athletes. So I don't see that level of conditioning and preparation in Indian female athletes. In males, there is a lot of competition, and they are really good and all. But still, I would say there is a huge difference in body conditioning and preparation of Indian female athletes and international female athletes. Because
Okay.
even in my lineup, yeah, I'm an overall champion. I was an overall champion in my category, and I won the pro card. And the second and third number of females in the lineup of three, I was the first. The second and third, they were both international athletes. So I was the only Indian one. So if I was not better, I wouldn't have won.
Oh, okay. How
Yeah.
was the prep for you? How was dealing with
Well, now
prepping?
I think it's it just I prepared for last show. I prepared for good 2 years because I've been on prep, and then COVID hit. So I was prepping for one competition, then it got cancelled. Then I started prep. Then again it got cancelled. But my prep kept on, and I was not in a rush because I believe that more patiently you prepare and muscle maturity grows, that really helps. So that has turned out to be an advantage for me. And even now, I'm not in a rush. I have to do a pro show this year, but we'll see. Me and my coach, we'll see which one we are prepared for and how do we have to prepare. I'm not in a rush. I want to take my own time. But the last prep had been difficult and easy both, I would say. Difficult in context of waiting. It was a very long wait until I got onto the stage. But if you ask me about preparing, like training wise and food wise, it's too much in my routine now, so it's not a very big task anymore, because that's what my lifestyle is. I'm always on plan, I'm always eating healthy, I'm always training. So it's not that if I'm off season, the prep stops or I'll become bulky. I'm always on prep because off season is the main prep period. So it's more in my lifestyle now. So it's not that okay, I'm on prep and it's a very special task and something different I have to do and get into my routine. Uh, so yeah, I didn't think from that context it was difficult. It was smooth because that's my lifestyle now. So,
No. Okay. So what's your personal experience? How do you stay fit along with being physically fit and becoming more physically fit?
uh, maintaining my healthy life, as I said, it's more it's not an option for me anymore. So it's basically my lifestyle. Like for example, I do my fasted cardio every morning. It's not only prep time. I've been doing it for a very long time. I got my stationary bike at home and I do it. So there are times when I wake up and I'm telling myself in my head, I'm really lazy. I don't want to do it. Okay, today I'll skip my cardio. I'm thinking and telling this in my head, and while doing that, I sit on my bike and I start my cardio. So it's that much in my routine. So I'm so much used to this routine, and I think that helps me staying fit and healthy. Like even if I'm going out. I do get cheat meals during my off season, but I always end up having something healthy. My food options. I mean, I'll go and opt for something healthy or a high carb food, which is not an unclean food. So it's just in my blood, you can say. So as a kid, I have been very not fat, I would say, but I was very chubby since my childhood. And when I started so in the beginning, initial days, when I was also working at that time, I started just doing the cardio because that's at that point in time I didn't know much about training and all. So I was just doing my cardio at that time. uh, and ever since then I never stopped. Then I kept on advancing it. I started lifting a little bit, I started doing a little bit of other exercises. But it never stopped. So it's been now 2000, and since 2004 I'm training. I've got myself into that routine. So it's more like a lifestyle. It's not temporary or occasional for me, and I'm so used to it that I like to see myself the way I look, and I never want to go off that look or that feeling, because I always feel that uh, I have to first love myself, and I have to feel really good about myself internally and healthy internally. And I have seen a huge difference in my energy levels, in my strength, and mentally, what I am today. The entire credit goes to my fitness lifestyle. So that's one reason that I'm so addicted to it. It's very difficult for me to get off this routine, or to get off wanting to stay fit and to look good. I'm 40 years old, and I've never lied about my age. And it's a blessing, and that's what fitness does to you. Because nobody, I have never seen anyone who could have guessed my age right.
Nah,
So
you look 40.
it's yeah.
You
So
look you look.
so
I said you look like maybe 29 or 30.
yeah, yeah. Nobody goes beyond that. That's exactly what I get to hear all the time. So that's a blessing, and that's what fitness does to you. And definitely, I don't have, touch wood, I don't have any diseases. I am not prone to infections. I did not get COVID or nothing. So and the internal strength that I feel from normal people, that's very addictive. And it's even to my clients, this is what I tell, that uh, find a target, having one target of weight loss or muscle building, that's one part of it. But your objective and your aim to start your fitness journey should be to feel better and healthy from inside. And trust me, these days, the inquiries that I get from females, most of them, this is what they say, that we just, okay, we want to lose weight, but we just want to feel better, we just want to feel healthy, we just want to feel good. And I think that's one thing which makes the entire difference. Because of course, if you're on a healthy journey, on a fitness journey, your your target is a part of it. That will definitely happen eventually during the course of the process. But your objective and your desire should be to feel fit, to feel good, to feel healthy, to feel energetic. That should be the target. So that's the reason, if whenever I take up a new client, I tell them that if you want shortcuts, I'm not the person, I'm not the go-to person for you, because I will not be able to do that. This, for me, has not happened overnight. It's taken years of training, years of consistency. And uh, this, you should be prepared for that. Consistency and patience are the only two things which I always need from my clients. Rest is my job.
Who you mostly train? Like, women or men?
Both. My
Both. Oh.
one, yeah, 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 both. My mostly online clients are mostly females, but one-on-one, lot of males, yes. But both, I have an equal ratio.
Okay. Let me see. Could you talk about your fitness app a little bit more?
But sorry,
No,
fitness.
I said, could you talk about your fitness app? Like, what does it contain, or like certain schedules, like exercise schedules?
Yes,
Did
so actually, I don't have an app of my own, but yes, I am
right,
in collaboration with somebody with an organization which who also developed help develop my website. So that's the app that I use, but I have not exactly started using that full fledgedly, because as of now my style of giving my clients a plan is very different, and
right,
we are still trying to fix that up within the app, because every app has their different modules. But yes, going forward, this that's what I would be using, and we are still in talks on what all should be introduced, so that my style of providing the plans to my clients can be fit into that app. And then of course that we are also planning to convert that app into my own app. So we are still working on it. It's the work is still in process. But yes, my programs contains customized diet routine, customized training plans, regular check-ins with my clients, and my 24 by 7 availability. Because for me, all of my clients, I it's not that I'll just give them a plan and then they're on their own. I personally take care of them, and I have a relationship with all of my clients that I train, that I coach. So I have a very personal relationship with all of them, and I personally take care of them a lot. So this is what my programs contain, and I take personal interest in everything that they do. I'm very prompt in my follow-ups. I will make sure that they're motivated all the time, and they are and they also, one thing which as an add-on I like to provide my clients is taking care of their mental health, because I feel that physical health and mental health are interconnected. So if you're mentally not at the right place, of course, physical training and all, one, you cannot do it properly. Second, it doesn't affect. And when I talk about this, everything that I talk is actually through my personal experience. I have experienced everything, and when I started coaching, very minutely, I paid attention that what are the contents that are needed. What is that add-on value that I can give to my clients. So this is taking care of. So all my clients, they have full freedom of talking with me whenever they want to. And here I'm not talking about training or diet. I'm talking about something, anything else that they want to talk. Because as a female, I have also experienced that sometimes you just want to be heard. It's not necessarily you need to have a problem, but you just want to be heard, or you just want to discuss something, or you just want some advice, you just want to talk something out. So that is one freedom which I give to my clients, because I want them to be mentally free, mentally happy, and then do their walk towards their physical goals, because mental health is very, very important. I do a lot of speaking sessions, and when I was in corporate, I used to do a lot of speaking sessions on health and fitness in my corporate jobs. And this is what I spoke a lot about, that mental health is very, very important, and it is connected. Now today, if I'm not feeling mentally fine, there is no way I can do my prep. There is no way. Even if I and then, as I said, my mental strength that I carry today, it's all because of my fitness, because of my fitness levels, and that has taken a lot of time. I did not have anybody to talk my heart out when I really needed it. I also have down times. It's not that I'm motivated 24 by 7, 365 days a year, but that's the reason why I understand the importance of mental health. I have now reached a level wherein you know uh, I can, if I've fallen down, I'm having downtime, I can raise myself up, and I can get going immediately, or in a few hours of couple of days of time. But I have not reached here so easily. I have struggled myself to reach this stage. But there are a lot of people out there, and these people that I'm coaching, they're not bodybuilders, because bodybuilding has given me a lot of strength and discipline. But these people are not bodybuilders. These are general people. This is general public, and and every individual is very different. So When I get in touch with somebody and they hire me as their coach, if I'm coaching them physically, that's not the only job that I have to do. I have to take care of them mentally. I have to coach them mentally as well. And I have to make sure that they are mentally healthy and happy. My biggest objective is that, whatever plan I'm giving my clients, they should be happy doing it. How will they
Yeah.
get happy? When they're mentally fine. Because my programs consist are never short term. They consist of sustainability. That is how I design my customize my programs for my clients, because uh, sustainable thing is very important. If I give them some short term plan, of course they will drop weight on the scale, but that's not my objective. That's what I tell them, that it will take time. So for some people it might happen fast, for some people it might take time, we don't know. I never promise them that, in 2 months time, 3 months time, I'm going to drop this much weight. No. I have to, I need time to understand their bodies. And hence, and always, and I don't want them to train or coach with me throughout their life, for lifetime. No. Reach your target, work with me, reach your target, and be on your own. You can never be with any coach for the rest of your life. There will be times when you will be on your own, and that's what my programs are dependent upon. I provide them with something which is sustainable. How will it become sustainable? When you are happily doing that process. How you will do that process happily? When you're mentally fine. When you're mentally, so everything you see is interconnected. And then when you do a sustainable program, then you will reach a stage, even if you don't have a coach, even if you've reached your target. By then you are so much used to your routine, you have brought that thing in your lifestyle, you are happy with it, you're mentally fine, it is giving you results. And when you're happy with it, you can carry that on for life, be it a training program or be it a diet routine. That's why it has to be something which is, easily available around your resources, and which is doable as per your lifestyle. That's how it becomes sustainable. And when it's sustainable, of course, then you can carry on for life, you don't need a coach. So
Yeah.
that's what my target is, that people who are coaching with me, under me, they should learn with me as much as possible, so that when they're on their own, they know what they have to do, and they should be happy to do that. Not that they're struggling or very challenging. Oh shit, tomorrow I have to get up and I have to do this, I have to eat this, and I'm not liking it. No, you have to love your food, you have to love your training, and you have to love your lifestyle. And that's what I target, to get this lifestyle in people's in my clients routine. And everything, they have to they have to love the process. That's why, whenever I give them a diet plan, I always ask them that, this is based on the general information, this is what I've prepared. Now go through it, tell me what is doable for you, tell me what is really challenging, what you cannot do at all, and we will make alterations accordingly. Because I don't want, as I said, these are general people. If I give them some hi-fi diet routine, they might do it. There's everything is available on internet these days. But why
Yeah.
people are not able to carry that on? Because those are not sustainable diets. So
Yeah.
I am here to break the myths. Still, there are loads of myths regarding training, regarding workouts. Like I do a lot of Instagram stories on such small topics. Uh, so recently, and most of the inquiries that comes to me, they are like, we have done these diets, we have done that diet, but we have again gained weight. Of course, because one, they were not sustainable. Second, you were never happy doing it. If you're happy doing something, how just imagine, if you don't talk about fitness lifestyle, if you talk about our general lifestyle, for our job, for example, if you're not happy with your work, how long can you carry it on for? You cannot. If you're not happy with your marriage, how long can you carry it on for? So it applies, this formula applies everywhere. Even for your fitness, if you're on a fitness journey, it has to be sustainable, and you have to be really happy doing it. You should be looking forward doing it. So I see a lot of things, very confidently people are posting videos saying, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to follow strict diets, just have this particular juice for 10 days and you will reduce these many kgs. No. These are distractions. It does not work, it never works, it doesn't work like that. So I always appeal to people that, do not fall. And in fact, I met with somebody. She was We were talking about the similar thing, and she said that, Chika, we don't have knowledge, so we do fall for such things. We do follow this, and at the end of the day, we are disappointed. So my aim to contribute in fitness industry is this: to break myths which still exist in the world, regarding training and diet. Nothing. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut for anything in life. You have to Doing something is one thing, but doing something with the right process is a very different thing altogether. And that
Yeah,
applies even in bodybuilding. People are like, oh, if this person is looking like that, he must have taken a lot of steroids. It's First of all, people should understand about steroids and anabolic steroids and heavy steroids. I'm not saying in bodybuilding, of course, it's important. Of course, you need it. For men, our human body is capable of increasing size naturally only to some extent. Now, in bodybuilding, there are different categories of men which needs bigger size, and of course, that cannot be done naturally. So you do take stuff, but again, nothing, even steroids, nothing is wrong or bad if it's taken in the right process, in moderation, according to your body requirement. There is a process, there is a way of doing everything. For example, if even if you're having vegetarian food, if you start abusing it, that is also going to have an adverse effect, right?
yeah,
So it goes with everything. So don't you should not judge people. Okay, they have made this body only because they're taking steroids. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't see the hard work that goes on, the discipline that goes on into the process. And again, there are definitely a lot of people who who get obsessed with this muscularity and stuff, and they start taking stuff blindly. That's wrong, because that's when it starts affecting you wrongly and adversely and negatively. So again, I come back to my statement that I said, that doing one thing is a different thing altogether, and doing that similar thing in the right process is a different thing. So
well,
whatever you do in life, just go through the right process.
yeah. Um, one thing that struck with me with you is you said, but mentally fit. Like, do you like do meditation like in your workout routines and stuff like that?
No, no,
No.
no. I myself don't believe in meditation and stuff because it has never worked for me. See, again, meditation for everybody is different.
Right.
Now, specifically in this context, I have a friend who believed in art of living. Now, it's a very, very popular organization, and people go there for meditation and all. They'll close their eyes, and then people will start chanting and talking. So this, my friend, really, she asked me to do it. I said, I don't know if this will work for me because it doesn't. I still tried. I like to try out new things, but yeah, it did not work for me. I did not feel
Right.
anything. It just did not work for me. So for me, my meditation is my training. If I'm in the worst of my mood, if I'm really bad and dull and down, if I go and train in that mood, I push myself and go and train, I am more than good. So that's my meditation. So again, meditation for everybody is different. It's not the same thing. It's not always sitting and chanting something or listening to something. For somebody, it can be just music. For somebody, it can be just nature. You know, it can be just a walk or a swim or anything for that matter. So you cannot identify that, and you cannot actually uh, say that this is what meditation is all about. No, if you ask me, meditation for everybody is different. So I will not force anybody to do a kind of meditation that works for me. So as I said, talking with people, trying to know my client as a person, trying to know his mentality, trying to know his attitude, trying to understand his likes and dislikes, his moods. That's what's important for me. And I think that works the best. If in any profession this is what you do, this works the best. That enhances your mental health. That betters your mental health. Instead of just blindly telling them go do this. No. That doesn't work. A lot of my clients, they don't. I had a client. She hated the gym. She hated the gym. She came to the gym. She was training with me. She was pushing very hard, and then when I got to know, I said, "You don't have to do this. You just don't have to do this." She loves to dance. She loves to swim, and that's what I told her to do. That that is her meditation. That works for her. So I think it's a very different and very debatable thing. You cannot actually fix or force or impose any specific kind of meditation or something like that on anybody. You have to know them. You have to
No, I
know what
agree.
works
I
for them.
agree. I agree. I agree. I just asked, when you say
Yeah.
mentally fit, it's like, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I do like a spiritual practice called Falun Dafa.
Yeah.
It's like cultivating the mind. Like,
Hmm.
it's like it studies the characteristics of truthfulness, compassion, forbearance, and we gotta. Hello, hello. Oh, okay. I lost you there for a second. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? You still hear me? I can't hear you. No. I don't know what happened. I don't know, folks. She kind of disappeared. Oh, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you. I think we lost connection
Oh,
somehow.
okay, okay. Yeah, like I was saying, like, certain things, how I deal with certain things is like these principles, I kind of utilize it and stuff, and it's not
Yes.
for everybody.
Yeah.
It benefits people, but it's just not people not gonna do it. That's the reality.
Yes.
So,
Yes. And
it's
and
no, that's all I had to say. It's like, I try to stay, because I used to work out and try to exercise. I didn't have a coach and stuff like that, and it was hard for me, but I would, I did a lot of stuff, I did yoga and all that stuff, and but I didn't have a
yeah.
teacher like, to guide me and stuff like that. And so, when
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started this practice, I had somebody to guide me, and
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
still like the journey. It's a long
Oh
journey,
yes.
but
Absolutely, absolutely. It's always a journey, and when you go, as I said, if you go through a right process, and just listen to your heart and mind. You can push. I'm not saying that you don't have to push in life. You do have to push a lot of times for a lot of things, but if you have to make anything your lifestyle, you have to love it. You have to love it, and that's about it.
yeah. How long you been in Dubai? You just moved there, or
Yeah, no, it's been 8 years. Yeah,
oh, okay, okay. Was
yeah.
you ever living in the United States or any parts of the world or anything like that?
No, I have stayed ever since I started working. So I've been to different cities in India. I have worked in Europe for a long time. I have worked in Africa for a long time, and now Dubai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have well
Okay.
traveled. Yes.
Okay. I got probably one final question. Like, if somebody was to make a documentary of you, like, what do you want them to strongly focus on?
Uh, Not giving up,
Okay.
and definitely spiritual connection with God, because that's something which I strongly believe. Whatever now I'm talking with you, it's not me, it's God talking through me.
Okay.
So not a lot. I would definitely want to have an advantage of a platform where I can talk about God, and where I can tell people that physical health, mental health is fine, is all good, but what about your spiritual health?
Right.
Because that is something which I would definitely want to talk about and be a resource, an agent of God to talk about Him. So that's something which I would really
Okay.
want to do.
Okay.
And of course, everything else is connected, but through God.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming through. No, I said I appreciate you coming to hear your
Sorry.
to tell your story. No, I said I appreciate you tell your story.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate for you having me on your channel, and thank you for having me around. And these are the these are the sources where you can talk when you tell about yourself, your experiences, your things that you have gone through, your journey. That's how you motivate people, and this is what my aim is, to motivate as many people as I can, especially females out there, and if and inspire them to lead healthy lives. We just have one life. Lead it healthily, because that leads to the betterment of your entire life in general. So thank you so much for giving me this platform, and having taking out time to speak to me and listen to me. So I really
No
appreciate
problem.
it. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right, folks. That's it.